see that. But another thing is, a lot of people, when they come off of a big diet, you know, like you said, you lost 150 and kept 130 up. Why is it that people regain that 10 to 20 pounds right after, and, you know, can't seem to get that off again?
Oh, I'm going to get it off, baby. If it kills me, ask them. I am going to get it off. Carbohydrates. I told you, ice cream and chocolate. It's like I got to get a grip on myself. Last week we were at Carmine's on Rush Street for dinner. I had a salad. I had, what do you call it, shrimp cocktail. And my husband says, oh, let's get a piece of the homemade coconut cake. And they're monster slabs. And I looked at him and I said, are you crazy? I cannot. You go right ahead. And I'm thinking, am I strong enough not to take any? Can I stop at one bite of frosting? I will pay a waiter or a waitress at a wedding $10 to bring me the end piece with the most frosting of the wedding cake. Trust me, I bribe them every single time because I like the frosting. Anyway, I digress.
Is your husband average weight?
Yeah, I would think he's average weight. I think he could lose about 10. You know, when you get older, the guys, okay. He doesn't seem, I mean, he feels he can eat coconut cake, fine. I can't. I can't, even if it's Saturday night. I don't want to, because here's what happens. You lose your weight, you diet all week. Come Saturday night, you eat with abandon like that girl on 4th of July just must have ate her face right off. And that was it. And I liken it to becoming infected. When you are losing weight, low carb, your pancreas is acting efficiently and doing everything. But when you start to cheat to that extent and have a hot fudge sundae, half of a big slab of coconut cake, when you really, I call it reinfecting yourself, because what you're doing to your pancreas is you are just stimulating the crap out of that thing, and it's just pushing out more insulin, and it's saying, give me more, give me more, give me more. I have a friend who has a daughter who's a teenager. My heart breaks for the kid because she's 6 feet tall and she's gigantic. And I've been out to eat with them and she will eat a jumbo plate of Nachos Deluxe and still be hungry. And I look at my friend and I kick her under the table and I'm like, what the hell? She goes, well, she's hungry. She's hungry because she has this voracious appetite because her pancreas is screaming, give me more carbohydrates. I boil it down so that I can talk to you about this thing. Whereas Mark Stolar told me, your pancreas is overactive. You have, you're hyperinsulinic. And I'm like, well, what the hell? He goes, in other words, if you eat one Krispy Kreme donut, your pancreas thinks you ate 3 or 4. So what does it do? It pushes out that much more insulin. And what is insulin, Laura? And I said, I have no idea. He said, it's the fat hormone. People think by dietary fat is not what makes you fat. It's the overproduction of insulin from white starch and sugar carbohydrates. That's what makes people fat. It's not low fat, and it's just starting to flip. They're just starting to come out with more and more research about it. But what clogs your arteries? Overproduction of insulin, not fat. Read a paper in the New York Times. You can read like a 9-page by Gary Taubes, Taubs, and it's called something about carbohydrates and calories, but it's by Gary Taubes, and he explains it. Dr. Bales will explain it in his book, in No More Fat Kids. I'm not kidding you should get that book. It's killer. It's awesome. And that's why I gained weight 2 other times. And that's why now I'm up. My husband and I were separated for 5 years. We reconciled last summer and just start eating and not weigh. I stopped weighing every day. Didn't stop the cardio, but then again, we cannot exercise away a bad diet. So I stopped weighing every day. I slipped in my carbohydrate count. Oh, I only had 35 carbs today. Bullshit, I had 80. You know what I mean? So I fell into that trap. And that's why I stand before you telling you I'm guilty too. However, my achievement, my credential is that I've kept it off for 13 years. And for me, that's massive. Because you saw me. You saw me at whatever, where am I fat here? I gotta find the fat one. There, at Mardi Gras. I will have friends who will look at that picture and they will go, I don't remember when you looked like that, because I distracted you with my hair and my jewelry and my clothing, and you didn't notice that I was gigantic. But I was, look at me. And I have tons more of those pictures.